key quest here. Playing some more Octopath Traveler. You know, last time I recorded, things were pretty not doing so bad. My dog was not feeling well, and as some of you may have noticed or may not have noticed, I recorded for a few days and haven't uploaded anything. But here I am back now, trying to get back to some normalcy. My dog passed away. She died. Just actually an hour or so after I recorded, so... You know, things happen. She was kind of old. Not super old. She probably could have lived quite a lot longer, but... Some, mistakes are made. Basically, we should have taken her to the hospital. I didn't even know there was an ER for animals, but apparently there is. I didn't think about it, look at it at the time, either. A coachman by trade, he puts the safety of his customers above all else and refuses to traverse dangerous regions regardless of the payment offered. Owing to his experience, he knows many shortcut and back road. Got Vanessa's destination. Yeah, so I don't even want to really do this right now either. I've been distracting myself by playing games. You know, just kind of... you know, something I already do, but specifically not doing anything towards anything productive. I just kind of wanted to be sad for a bit. Not sad, but just do a bunch of nothing. Yeah, I don't want to talk much either. But I have to hop back on, otherwise I never will. And do something. I have to go back to some normalcy. You know how it is. So, a Heidi aristocrat who leads a life of luxury, turning his nose up at all not born into privilege. His elitist attitude have in turn earned him the ire of the common folk and no few fellow noblemen. Okay.
Alright.
So Vanessa set out for the cave of Azure to the east. Got it. Yeah! Okay, it's all gotten. Anyways. Just nice chatting. It's going this way. So yeah, we could tell she was in pain. But we were already giving her some pain medications, and we thought maybe she had some sort of heat stroke, but usually animals who have heat stroke tend to want a lot of liquid, and she didn't. She wasn't wanting to take anything. Wasn't wanting to eat. Wasn't wanting to drink, and she seemed so exhausted. So we just wanted her to sleep, but she wouldn't. She stood all day. All day she stood, and I was really worried. I wasn't thinking well, and I wanted to take care of her, you know. But I didn't think that there's an ER. There are animal ERs, people. There are. So if you have an animal,
Come on, I've got better things to do.
And you don't know what's up, and there seems to be something wrong, check out for the nearest one near you. If you can afford one. If you can't, you know, kind of in the same boat, but I was... She cared about her to the point where we didn't care, I guess, you know, or like, it doesn't matter, we will take care if we can, but it's too late. It's just too late. I didn't know about it till afterwards, and I beat myself up more over it, and it's hard, you know, because I thought I was doing things right, only to find out that, hey, yeah, I really screwed up there. It's like, thanks. Thanks, I really didn't want to script, I really didn't want this to happen, but... I can't change. There's no regret pills. If there was, somebody give me some? So I can take them and go back and deal with it later? Or go back and fix things?
That's what I'm talking about.
Anyways, so that's pretty much that. I was gonna get on the game. Try to, you know, liven up, get back into it. And also, maybe kind of, I was recording this video, the last video I did, just before she passed away, too. So this has a negative association with it on top of everything else. Which, as many of you may have guessed, or some may have guessed, it's like, oh, that's just great. It's like, yeah, it is pretty great. Oh, let's do this, so that we can break you. Although someone got hit, so I can't do the one thing. Oh. He's going now. That's not what I wanted. But we can use this hazardous large volume and break a bunch of people. There you go. They're all broken. Didn't do any damage. Also confused them all, but because I broke them, I didn't really get the part of it that I wanted. It didn't get through. Oh well. 800 damage. It's nowhere near as good as his hammer smash, but you know, it's not bad. There we go. All taken care of.
That's what I'm talking
I'll continue
about.
on, hopefully to... Oh, what was it? We're going to the east? Where are we at? I don't even know what I'm doing. We are... Road to east Caves of Azure. Yeah, I remember caves kind of... Ugh. All befuddled. It's not so easy, you know... For anyone else who's experienced these problems, any type of problems, you have to go back to it eventually, because if you keep putting it off, you just end up in a cycle of, you know, kind of losing what you had started or gained, and then it turns out to be not so good for anyone. You're not able to get back to what you were doing before, and a lot of times people end up losing their jobs or their homes and other things like that because they can't get back up on it.
Here goes nothing.
So I'm telling you now, anyone who's listening here, that if you have a fall, try your best to get up as soon as you can. Yeah. Because if you don't try to get back up, you're just going to keep tumbling down further. And I'm going back around because I want to get this gosh darn thing. I know I'm being optimistic. Sounding like it. It's because, you know, if I'm not, I'm just going to be very sad. Because that's all I have right now. It's being sad. Because I didn't want to do this. Didn't want to do much of anything. Just wanted to play some World of Warcraft because I can be mind-numbing on there. I'm not taking it probably as bad as my brother, but I feel heavily responsible because to some degree, I've been making most of the calls in the house as of recent.
I'll make this quick.
And I wouldn't say calls, but, you know, some decisions like I get asked a lot, like, should we do this, should we do that? And it usually comes to me to make decisions kind of thing. And this one time wasn't thinking very clear, and it's like, everyone has that kind of time or problem, so it's not much you can do about it, but it's, you know, it hurts. It just hurts. I screwed up. And I didn't do everything I could. I did everything I thought I could, but I didn't do everything I could. Because there was just more I could have done. It's regretful. So I guess if I'd say two things is, when you fall, try to get back up. And try to do enough to where you won't live with regret later. You know, and it's tough also with the animals because they can't talk to you. You'll be like, hey, what's up, dog? How you feeling alright there? I mean, other than some of the obvious signs. of obviously in pain. You know, you feel dizzy? Do you feel like short of breath? You know, headaches?
You won't feel a thing.
Ugh.
Here I go.
And like I said, she seemed to be in pain, but she shouldn't have passed away from pain. The only thing I could think of was there was some type of heat stroke, so it was hot the past couple days, and we did take her out, but it wasn't that hot. You know, I didn't feel it was that hot. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken her out with it. But she's also kind of old, and sometimes I forget she's old, and she also is recovering. It's not even the problem is that she's old. The problem is she was recovering from sick and from well, she had a foot injury, so
That's what I'm
she's
talking
still recovering
about.
from all that, and then she went out and actually went out. She desperately wants to go out. It's like she's one of those things that if she doesn't go out, she will like march up and sit on you. How dare you not take me with you? I'm gonna report you to the highest authorities. She often did stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, let's see, did I recently buy his skills? I guess so. Spearhead. Oh, I could learn the bounty move, but oh, whatever. Just saved it for bounty. Just whatever, you know, man. Sorry that was kind of a downer episode. It's kind of a downer. You know, I'll be better. Try to be better next time. I'll try to get back to my more normal sound. Although it's maybe not entertaining. You know, I hope that you guys are at least enjoying the gameplay footage and the stuff, because I do enjoy this game. Just trying to keeping everything under certain time limits, stopping some progression somewhat. And sometimes it feels like a pain. But, you know, there's just not many people out there who watch me, and I still hope to grow and entertain more people as I go on. But, you know how you can help me get around and be found out? Sharing my videos, or, you know, sending out likes helps too. Subscribing if you're watching, and, liking. Commenting, because that tells YouTube that you have interest, because in general 10% of 10% is usually people who interact with things. So like you have 10% of your viewers of your active total, and then you have 10% of those people may end up interacting with the video somewhat. But yeah, you're most appreciated. But if you don't either, you know, I have no fault for you. I'm sure you have busy and things to do on your own. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next video. Have a good day.